Hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Let me know how the sound is. Hi, Jaded. Hi, Elisa. Hi, Fantasy. Hi, Feisty. So we got our first three. Hi, Aditi. All right. You're like, I'm here, Feisty. You're like, and. Okay. Damn. Hi, Zane. Yeah, y'all are quick. Okay, so we're first going to go ahead and do the first three free. Then we'll jump into donations and do some random selection as well. I'm great. How are you? Thanks for asking. Are you saying they're live right now? Or something like that? Jaded? Yeah, so there's no list. Basically what we do is the first three people that come here are free, and then and type into the chat that whole thing. So if you want to be a part of that and try to get a free reading, then go ahead and turn on notifications. And once you get a notification that I'm live, all you have to do is come into the live stream and type in the chat. And if you're one of the first three people to do that, then you'll get a free reading, okay? So after that, we're doing donations. Check the description because there's all the information you need there. Also, this pinned message here at the top. Yeah, it doesn't say the prices, but it's just the same as always. So yeah, check out the description if you have a personal question. And then also, I'll pick a few people randomly. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Thanks for being here, you guys. Thanks for liking this video. All right. I'm going to start with Jaded here. Jaded, do you have a question? We'll do questions today. I don't always do questions for the first three free. Like sometimes I'll just give generals, but today maybe we can ask a question. If you guys have one. Hi, Roxana. Rupert's thoughts about this connection between us and the opportunity of meeting at the festival. I think you asked that last time, didn't you? Yeah, let's not repeat questions, you guys, because they don't like that. Unless something significant changes. You know? You don't want to just ask the same question. But let's see about how they're feeling today, if anything's changed. Tell us what we need to know today about how he feels toward you. Anything you need to know that you don't already know. That maybe you don't already know. Woo! All right. Well, we have a lot of young energy here. We have a lot of pages. Okay, so the pages are, you know, young energy. But first of all, we have swords. Then we have wands. So it could be a air sign person or a fire sign person. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. And if this person's younger than you, and they're a fire or air sign, then that's why that's coming out. But also, if they're not younger than you, then we're talking about a person, like you could be getting messages from the person, or you could be getting messages like from other people, regarding them, like me. No, it seems like something that's hard to let go of. Something needs to be said or talked about, and it's not being talked about. And there's a lot of immature energy here. Also, a lot of impulsive energy. So there's not much forethought going into these actions that you're taking and that they're taking toward you. And the action I see them taking toward you is, well, first of all, they're non-committal. They're not trying to be in a relationship. They're not trying to be like, they want fun and they'll be there for a second, but then they'll be gone. And it's like, it's not something that's going to be long-term, Although, Wheel of Fortune's here. Hi, Ajinkia Free Soul. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Probably not, but let me know if you're bothered by my mispronunciation of your name, because it's probably going to happen. You might. If I pick on you randomly, you might. Okay, so, yeah, there is something good that comes out of this, but at the same time, there's disappointment. So I feel like you're going to grow through this, and so that's a good thing. There's good things to come through this, but at the same time, disappointment, because it's not going to be long term. It seems like you guys will have a good time together, fun. Maybe there's like, some laughs and all that, but then it's like, once they leave, it's kind of disappointing. The Knight of Wands is, he's going to go eventually, and he's going to travel, and he's going to kind of, get away from the whole situation. You're going to be left there like wondering what happened, because they're not exactly forthcoming about that whole non-committal tendency of theirs. But either way, it's a good time. It's just, it's not something that is going to last very long. Okay. Thank you. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so next, let's see. Who? Elisa or Eliza. Eliza. Okay. Ooh, I see Tower trying to poke its way out. Tower. Changes need to be made. Changes need to be made, okay? Eliza, if you have a question or you want to do a general, let me know. I see the Tower coming out for you, so that means that you need to make some changes soon. Or actually, you know what it really means? Is that changes are already happening and there's nothing you can do to stop them. And I wouldn't be surprised if more happen, take place and occur. Just allow them to happen. Like, try not to stop any changes from occurring, because that's going to cause a lot more difficulty for you. It depends on what your relationship is to change as well. Like, if you don't like change, yeah, it's going to be rough, because there's a lot of change in every way you look. And here again, Page of Swords. So, messages, young air sign energy person. Immaturity, a little bit of immaturity there. What is this Page of Swords regarding? Okay, so work. Well, not work, but something that you're really involved in that could be fun for you, that could make you money. But usually we're looking at something that you're just very into, like you're always doing it, and it doesn't feel like work, and it's like a hobby or something new that you really enjoy. So there is this kind of like feel about something new, some new like venture you're on, this new thing you're doing. Okay. Always doing it. Yeah, Fantasy Lover will be next. Okay, then we have the Queen of Cups energy here. It could be of course, water sign person, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But I feel like there's a nurturing aspect to this. So it could be something like you are involved in that has to do with nurturing others, helping others, or just like being there for others. Maybe children, maybe elderly people, maybe people that are homeless, or there's a charity, maybe even just a friend, but this is something that you're very involved in. Okay. But there was a tower here that tried to pop its head out. So I feel like there's a lot of changes associated with this whole period of time. And it could feel like a lot of transitions into something different that you haven't done before. And that's why this Eight of Pentacles is here too, because that's something like some new hobby you're taking up. And this could be something where you're nurturing another person, or it has to do with you caring for another person. It's funny we said water sign person, right? Because that's Cancer right there. And then Three of Swords. So it could be something where, it's heartbreaking or there's loss involved. And that could be one of the big changes about this too. Like you're headed straight for it. If it's not a Cancer, you're headed straight towards heartbreak and loss, because this is like being involved in something like this is going to be painful, for some reason. I mean, it's like, it has something to do with nurturing people. And for some reason, nurturing people is painful and you feel some type of loss associated with that. And that could be what the tower is coming out here for too, because there's going to be a lot of changes and it's going to be painful, because it's going to be something that you don't really know how to cope with right away. But, try to face it head on and deal with it head on, because then it will be easier in the long run to really not have to deal with it later when you should be. Well, there's no should about getting over things, but it's just you want to be like coping with things in a healthy way, which is easier said than done. But it's just there's some kind of loss or heartbreak there associated with helping somebody or nurturing something. So fantasy, we're going to look at you. Fantasy lover. Fantasy love. How's A feeling about our connection right now? His communication just confuses me. He's a Pisces. Hi, Gypsy Soul. Well, I'm not surprised that his communication is confusing because he's a Pisces. Pisces men, Jesus, Lord have mercy on their souls, because they are confusing and vague as fuck. And that's Neptune for you. Neptune's going to do that to you. We do have the Lovers coming out here, popping its way out during the shuffle. Also the Page of Wands. So there's that immaturity there and the impulsivity. You're Pisces too? Yeah, but that's the thing. Pisces women, it's different. Pisces men, oh God, they're a hot mess. Pisces women, they're a little more together a lot of time. I mean, yeah, there's still that Neptune aspect. Like, you still have that like tendency to want to escape and, get into like different kinds of escapist tendencies, like different coping mechanisms that are unhealthy, right? And then there's the alcohol, and then there's like the darkness, and there's like the institutions and the jail, and there's like those things. And there's that illusion aspect, head in the clouds. Like, I don't want to be in reality. It's hard to be in reality for a Pisces. So here's the thing. Well, we're generalizing, okay? There's different parts of your horoscope. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. There's different parts of your chart that create you as a whole person, and basically it's not just going to be your sun sign, right? It's going to be everything put together. So I can't just say a sun sign Pisces. I shouldn't have said that. A sun sign Pisces is not necessarily somebody who doesn't like to be in reality, even though that's generally, what they say about Pisces. That's what it is. But if you have like a Capricorn moon or something, you're going to be pretty in reality all the time. It's going to be difficult for you to like not look at something in a practical way. So, we have to like add everything together, and get the whole picture of a person. It's not just sun sign. So, all right. But yeah, Pisces men, hot mess. Okay, check. So let's see. Okay. Aw, I'm sorry, Gypsy Soul. Yeah, I know I screwed up with that. That was my mistake. I shouldn't have. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll give you a reading right now, okay? That's awesome that you waited. That's cool. And that's fucked up on my part. You know? So, get you a reading, okay? Get your question ready, girl. Okay, wait. How's okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. So tell me about the Pisces and his communication. We do have the Aries card coming out here, but we also have somebody working their fingers to the bone on something again. I would say that this person's maybe trying to act like they're busy. I mean, they are obviously doing something all the time, but they're like, they could be trying to do this. Well, hang on a second. Let's see. Let's see all that we can see here. See if you can find out what their intention is with you. What their intentions are with you. Yeah, this person could be trying to act like they are always busy, and they are keeping themselves busy. But I don't know if it's, they could be doing it because they don't want, that's just an excuse to not talk to you, or it could just be really literally they're busy. But, when somebody wants to talk to you, they're going to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not hard to understand. When somebody likes you, they're going to be around. They're going to be talking to you, and if they're like, there's a lot that goes into that. If they're busy, literally, then they're busy. But this person is coming off that way. So it seems like they're trying to provide some kind of security for themselves. See, because they're giving it to the Emperor here. And I would say that's, giving it to you, but it's really giving it to the Emperor here. And the Emperor is the one in charge. So it's like trying to give it to the main source, the one who's in control, responsible. So that's the thing. He might have a lot of responsibilities right now. I've known Pisces men that were very hardworking before. A lot actually. They're very it's not always consistent, but when they do work, they work hard. Okay. So his communication. So I would just say he's been busy. It seems like he's been busy. Look at this. See? Right when I was saying that. So I would say that this is, he's literally just working his ass off, doing something he enjoys doing. It just so happens to be something he enjoys doing and doesn't feel like it's a job, which is cool. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think he's been busy, and that's why it's coming off that he's not really communicating, or that he's being like hot and cold, or that he's not really there all the time consistently, that he's like texting you at weird hours, or just, not really talking to you all the time, and you're just kind of left hanging a bit. Okay. Okay, so now we're doing Gypsy Soul. Gypsy Soul. I'm glad I caught you right now, Feisty. Hi, Chris. There's not exactly a list here. We're just kind of going as, we're just kind of going with it. So if you're chosen randomly, then yes. Right now I'm going to do Gypsy Soul. Okay. Hi, Rajmi. Yes. Okay. Gypsy Soul, do you have a question? Thanks for being here last night. Hi, Rajmi. Oh, she did. Okay, Leo's feelings towards me. Okay. Sorry about that. Cool, thank you. Leo's feelings towards me, Gypsy Soul. I want to know how this Leo person is feeling towards her at this time. Okay. How's this lion person feeling about her? Leo the lion. Hear me roar. Just kidding. Pisces person, I'm sorry, Leo person. What are they thinking about Gypsy Soul at this time? Oh, what do you know? I noticed these two. So, one second. So I have Leo and Taurus coming out here, but also the Leo person, I think it's thinking about commitment and a serious commitment, you know? I feel like they're trying to decide if your commitment material, like, they're definitely thinking about commitment here. And they're also thinking about, too, like what society thinks about it. Like, is this something that would be approved by other people kind of thing? Huh. Like maybe they have parents that are just very like nosy, or like they have some kind of like status in the community or some reputation that they have to withhold or something, or uphold. Oh yeah, sorry about that. It's just because, you know, people will spam the chat, so I had to kind of do something about that. Okay. You can't pin anything? That's a good idea. There you go. That's a good idea. So tell me about the Leo person, how they feel towards Gypsy Soul at this time. Okay, so there is some kind of like benefit to this, like opportunity to have success, money, stability. Like this is another thing that you would want to see in a committed relationship. You know, you want to see the opportunity for stability, security, and all of that. You know, that's something that's definitely a plus there. So let's see what else. What else do we want to see here with this regarding this connection? If there is going to be a connection, what do we see him thinking about her, or this Leo person thinking about Gypsy Soul? Ace of Wands. So yeah, it's like that's what I saw in the beginning too. By the way, I saw when I pulled these two from the bottom, like I noticed them, so I just wanted to incorporate them because I'm like, okay, I saw that. You know, And I also saw under that the Ace of Wands, and I was like, should I add that to the reading too, since I saw that? And then I was like, no, I'm just going to keep shuffling. But here it is again, because yeah, it's supposed to come out. So here's your card here. It's saying you have to take action in some way. Oh, you'll have the opportunity to. So that leads me to kind of believe that there's something that, like, it's going to be an opportunity that you have to take when it's there. You know, you might miss it for some reason. Like, they might move away or have a different opportunity somewhere else. And you kind of have to jump on that opportunity when it's there, you know, at that time. So this seems like a thing that's like, there's only a certain amount of time for this or something. Like, they could leave or something's going to happen. Some change is going to happen to where they're not really going to, this isn't going to be a thing that's just up in the air forever. Like, you have to take action when it's appropriate and when it's at that time. You know, you really have to just make sure that you are doing what you can to make that happen. Okay. But yeah, I feel like this person does, they're looking at you as like, are you commitment material? Would my parents accept this, or the community, or would this, you know, something like that? And like, I think that this actually does have the opportunity for a committed relationship that is successful, you know? Successful meaning secure and stable, you know? Something where you feel secure in it and it's long lasting. That's the Ace of Pentacles. Remember, it's the opportunity for that, and it's the opportunity for, you know, to take action. It's saying like, this isn't a given, you know, like you have to put some effort out. Not that you weren't, you know, going to already, but not saying you weren't, but it's saying like, it's not just going to be handed to you, even though it looks like it is with the hand, you know, giving you the pentacle and the wand, but it's like, here you go, here's this opportunity. What are you going to do with it? You know, are you going to do this? What are you going to do to make this happen for yourself? Here, it's possible. So you take the lead from here, you know? Thanks, Feisty. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. And thanks for liking this video, you guys. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. I would say also, Gypsy Soul, like, take this one slow, you know? Like, jump on it, but, like, don't just rush into everything and, you know, because the Page of Wands is there, and that means, like, impulsivity or acting without thinking. Try to make sure any major decisions you go and, like, make are well thought through before you actually make the decision and take the action. Capricorn, you want to know about your exam, okay? And thank you, by the way. Don't forget to say that. Let's look at your exam here. Let's look at what you feel afterwards. Yeah, Alyssa, okay. I see that. Thank you. So let's look at this exam for you. I'm going to get a different deck, though, just because. All right. Let's see here. The way I like to do these types of readings is I'll look at kind of like what you're feeling afterwards, you know, when it's all said and done, and see if that's like a feeling that you're proud of yourself and successful, or if you're disappointed or something. And then that's kind of how we get the picture of what's going to happen there. First of all, what do you need to know? That's what I want to know. What do you need to prepare for and know as you're approaching this date that is going to change things for you? Okay, things are coming to light. It feels good in this energy. Realizations. Realizations about what? You know, you're feeling radiant. You're feeling like you are hopeful, you know, you're feeling confident. 9 of Cups, you know, this is everything you want. This is everything you could have wished for. You know, it's the genie. 9 cups filled to the brim. You're not sharing. Watch your greed. Watch your greed. Okay, but it looks like you're doing well for yourself, for sure. You're feeling good about it. There's a lot of good things to come, right? Little bit of impulsive, okay, a little bit of impulsivity. Like you need to slow down a bit and like not act without thinking. I mean, think about what you say, think about what you do before you do it. Why is this important for her to know? Okay, it could take a long time. You could set yourself back here for some reason. You're getting too confident. You're getting too much of a head, too big of a head about yourself. Like that's a good thing to be confident, okay? But look, it says you're confident, you're getting what you want, you're like, making sure that you have your own back, which is fine. But then we have the Page of Wands, which is like, okay, you're going to act impulsively. You're not going to think this through. You're getting a big head, and then boom, you have to wait a while for something. Like you have to slow down. You have to slow down. You have to think about what you're doing because you could set yourself back here. There could be a love situation that comes in here, Empress and the Lovers. Maybe that's what slows you down, holds you back, because you're just like, okay, I like this person, I'm going to go for it. And then boom, you fall in love, and then boom, you're just distracted completely and you can't, focus on anything that you had planned to do before. It could also be talking about a new opportunity. Like the Empress is all about new beginnings, the birth of something. So the birth of some new situation happening for you. But the Lovers here makes me feel like it is a love situation. You could even get pregnant with the Empress. The Empress is pregnancy, the birth of something. But if you know that's not even possible for you, then obviously we're talking about the birth of something else. But you know yourself better than I do. I'm just reading cards here. So, but yeah, basically it's a distraction, I feel like, for sure. Something that distracts you from this. You're feeling good about yourself and you get somebody's attention here. What else does she need to know about this? About her exam. About her exam. Seven of Cups. Okay, there's some kind of thing you're not looking at in a realistic way, all these options, all these hopes and dreams, all these opportunities in your face. So you're like, yeah, I got this, I feel like you're letting certain things, like you're feeling so good that you're going to allow certain things in just because it feels good. You want to have a good time. You want to be part of, something good that feels good. And you're allowing it to take you away from everything that you worked hard for. Capricorns, most adventurous of the earth signs, Capricorns. Most adventurous of the earth signs are Capricorns. So you guys are dedicated, but it's like, check your impulsivity there. Check what you allow into your life and what you allow to distract you right now, okay? Some things are not worth it, even if it feels good right now. It's just not worth losing everything you worked for. Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords. That means something coming in without you being able to prevent it from coming in. It comes in, you don't see it coming. Shocking a bit. And then the Moon. So I feel like there's things that don't make sense right now, I mean, not right now, but when this is all like played out. First of all, I think that you're letting people into your life that seem like a good time and they're really not, they don't have your best interest at heart, or it's not even that necessarily. It could just be that you are allowing it to distract you from your responsibilities. And you could even get pregnant. I mean, that could happen here with the Empress. And if that happens, everything is thrown off. Even if that's what you want, I mean, that's great, but you're asking about your exam, and it's like, this is something that you're going to have to wait a long time for because you're being impulsive. You're not thinking about something before you do it because you're feeling so good in this energy, and I feel like you just need to slow down and like feel good in that energy. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But when it comes to this Page of Wands, it's like slow down and think about what you're doing. Think about how it's going to affect you long term. You usually don't have an issue with that as a Capricorn, but who knows what your Mercury is in and all of that. But oops. And your Mars and everything. Do you know what your placements are? Because if your Mars or Mercury or fucking moon sign are in like fire or something, or even air, depending on what air sign, and depending on your aspects too, we can't just look at signs. But I mean, like, you know, it's a little bit of a tip. But it seems like you're, you know, not the average Cap. There's your Mars is like an impulsive, or it's like your Saturn maybe. So basically, there's something here that you're just allowing to be a good time, and that's fine, but it's going to set you back. And I feel like you just need to slow down a little bit. Look at what this is making you feel and focus on these energies. Like, don't focus on like, okay, now what can I get because of that? Because that's also what the Nine of Cups is doing, you know? Nine of Cups is all about be careful what you wish for. You know, he wants to have what he wants to have. He's got 9 cups filled to the brim and he's not sharing. He'll take more too, you know? If you have more, he'll take it. Like, just keep on taking. And you're just wanting more out of everything. And it's like, slow the fuck down. You'll get what you want, but you have to focus on this. You can't let this go to waste. Don't get too big of a head about yourself here. Okay? Because there's something that you're not seeing clearly, you know? Crap. Okay. Yeah, I feel like as long as you're focused on it and you don't let other things that come in at this time distract you, then you should be fine, okay? Because you are feeling confident about it, you're doing well. And you have every reason to feel confident about it. But I think that, you know, if you feel too, not if you feel too confident, okay, that's the wrong use of words, but like if you, like during this time, you're feeling so good that somebody could notice that and start to try to, you know, be in your life. And then it becomes this whole thing and you get distracted, you know, just don't allow that to happen and you should be good, you know? And there's nothing wrong with allowing somebody into your life. I just think you just can't get carried away and let it take you away from your responsibilities and everything that you've worked for. Okay. It's like basically, you know, you can allow yourself to feel good. There's every reason to feel good right now. I feel like you're doing well and there's no reason to, you know, turn that off and shut it off and not allow yourself to feel that. But it's just like, be careful with what you do with that, you know? Nice. Yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking good. Just that little caution there. Maybe it's just because I'm a Virgo that I'm just like, be careful, you know? Be careful with what you do with all this fun time. Rajmi. Rajmi. What career is best suitable for Rajmi, please? kind of profession is best for Rajni for his highest good of what he can use his talents for, and his skills to. What's the best suitable profession for him? Yeah, this came out. This came out first, and I put it back because it flipped over like halfway. But it came out again, so I'm going to incorporate it this time because it is important. I feel like obviously, it's a position where there's competition, and you're in a position by yourself. Like you're in this position, you're not really working with others, or you're not working well with others. Let's say that for sure. You know, the Five of Swords is all about somebody who is kind of a bully type. You know, kind of a like other people are scared of this person. So it's like you're an authority in some way, I would say, but kind of, you know, the Five of Swords isn't really an authority that's, you know, it's kind of an abuse of power, right? It's kind of like somebody who's like trampling on people like a tyrant. Like you don't want to be that energy, but this energy is coming out for your job, so like your profession. So I feel like it's going to be a profession that's obviously competitive, and in the end it's like maybe it's a competition for a position that a lot of people are after, and you're going to get it or something because you're coming out as a Five of Swords. The energy is the Five of Swords. So maybe it's something where you're one of these guys in the background. I mean, you know, who doesn't get it. I don't know, but it's just basically there's going to be competition involved in this profession of yours. Okay, there's going to be constant like having to make yourself seem like the better option, you know. But I feel like in the end of it, you're going to be working by yourself. Like it's not like a thing where you're working with other people. It's like one position that you'll be working on your own with, and being able to like do your own creative projects, right? So the Knight of Swords is about, you know, something that happens unexpectedly, shockingly, pretty abrupt, you know. You can't see it coming, can't prevent it from happening because it's like you didn't even know it was coming. It's right around the corner, right? So constantly there could be like, you know, things that happen in this profession of yours too that like you just have to kind of work with, you know, like random things will happen. You have to like jump on it and fix it and figure out how to like make it work for the business or whatever it is, you know. You have to like figure out a solution quick. Okay. Yeah, it seems like you're in a pretty stable position there with that profession. It seems like so I would say you probably are this person in the Five of Swords one, because the Nine of Pentacles is all about a person who's self-sufficient, also able to nurture other people. Although I don't feel like that's what this profession is about, is nurturing other people. Although on a whole scale, it could be, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, it's a competitive position, but then like what you guys are doing for the world could be something where you're, you know, trying to give, even though to get the position, it's kind of cutthroat, you know, and just a little bit competitive and a little bit, kind of, you know, it's harsh. It's like, no, like you got to be tough. You have to have like, what's it called? Thick skin. So I would say it's a profession where it's going to be something competitive. You're going to be working by yourself at the end of it. Like you're not going to be working as a team with people. And then it's something that you're really good at and you're self-sufficient in. Like you're able to make it work for you, and it, you know, gives you a lot of security there. And then on a grand scale, you seem to be helping other people as well. Because you see how she's nurturing this garden here, and then she's got her pentacles. So she's nurturing a garden, but she's also self-sufficient. So it's not like she's just like this stingy rich person. She's like, I can take care of myself, and I'm also giving back. You know, so I feel like at the end of it, you could be giving back to something. Like maybe that's what the company is all about. Like you guys are like, you know, helping some kind of cause, or not even that, but just giving, creating something that you're giving to the world. Do we have any Aries people in here? Something must have changed there. What happened with PJ? Do we have any Aries people here? It is Aries season at this time, so let's see. Tell me about PJ. It's funny because Alex came out as this, right? Queen of Wands. So the person's like, what's in it for me type of thing, see? They're thinking about the past and maybe they're feeling a bit resentful. They're like, I'm going to do me. I'm going to make sure I have my own back. I'm going to make sure I get what I want. So they're feeling like all of a sudden this kind of like they're owed something. Or like they just want, like, what am I going to get out of it type of thing. He said he had a tattoo he wanted to save. That's weird. Okay. Well, I feel like there's more to it, you know? Doesn't really draw a tattoo to me. Could be, but I mean, why would it say it in such a I guess there's nothing you can really do about it anyway, you know? It's like, what are you gonna be like? No, it's not. It's not because of that. He's like, I ain't going to SeaWorld, but I'm down to like, what are we gonna do when I come over? I'm telling you, he's in it for like getting something out of it, you know? Maybe he's just not all that interested in SeaWorld, like, but he is interested in. Yep. Everyone has a different idea of what fun is, you know? certain things that need to happen. You might have to put up a bit of a fight here, you know, and be kind of a person to not fuck with. Like this Five of Swords here is a person who, it's like a bully type energy, a person, and you see the people back here that are like cowering away, and he's got their swords. Because he's like over, he's kind of, in your situation, maybe taking his power back, we could say. But then we have collaboration with other people. Like I feel like there's definitely going to have to be some help that you get to do this, or there's going to have to be some assistance. Like somebody's going to have to like, it's not just something you can do on your own, it's going to be something where there's other people involved in helping you, and you guys are collaborating and coming up with a plan. It could be that somebody also helps you out and lends you a hand, or gives you some money possibly, or gives you a place to stay for a while, and in return you're going to do the same thing for them, later on down the line. So this is a thing that's kind of like they're helping you out and they're expecting something in return. Like it's kind of, I think it should be pretty clear about that. It's not just something that's like not being said. It's not like there's a contract or anything, but it's just like, okay, I'm going to do this for you, but da 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 da. But I feel like there's certain people that are going to need to be involved in this to help you to do this. And you're going to need to like get an attitude of like not to be fucked with. Like he's not going to be fucked with. People are scared of him. And that's what you might have to do to get them to not try to, do anything to you or retaliate, or not even just retaliate, but just, be able to stop you basically. Because if they're that controlling, or if they're that like overbearing or intrusive, then if they're afraid of you, then that might just be the only thing you can really do to get them to stop trying to, be involved in every single thing you do, to the point where they're like, okay, I'm going to back off. Hi, you guys. Okay, Alicia. Let me just finish this one, and then I'll go ahead and look at that. Okay, thank you. The Empress. Yeah, so this person brings you an opportunity. This person that's helping you out. So can we identify this person, please, or any type of indication of who it might be? Is it somebody that they already know? Four of Swords. Seven of Cups. Okay. I feel like there's no indication who it is yet, but it seems like you're taking a rest period. Like it's just kind of telling me about the situation. And as for the Seven of Cups, it's kind of not clear who the person is. Like it's a person that it doesn't seem like that person would help you maybe, but it is going to be that person. Like see the mask? It's illusions. So it's not something that's clear. Like you wouldn't think it would be that person that would help you. You're not just like, oh, I know exactly who the fuck that is. No, it's just there's no Queen of Cups. There's no like I'm surprised the Knight of Swords isn't here, because that would say that it's something totally random and unexpected, But healing, Queen of Cups would be water sign person, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but also just a motherly type energy, a person who's obviously wanting to nurture you. Three of Cups, friends. We also have the Three of Pentacles here, so I feel like there's definitely, good friends, or there's other people. Well, now we know it's good friends, but there's other people associated with this whole thing happening. Like you have to be collaborating with other people, and you guys have to devise a plan. And it could also be involving somebody else that's going to help you out with some money, or some kind of place to live, or escape to, for a while. Pentacles, it's about material. So that's why I feel like there's support, material support, and then there's also like emotional support from friends and people that are actually, you know, genuinely caring towards you and want to help you to get out of the situation. So don't try to do this by yourself. Four of Swords. That healing aspect. Taking a break from things. Getting away. You might have to hide out for a while with this person. Oh my god, it's so freezing in here. Okay, Alicia, I see your question here in PayPal. Does he believe I had a baby in his feelings? This is kind of scary. This person feels like they can't say anything right now. Like what they say has no contribution. Like what they say won't matter or won't change anything. But they also are working tirelessly on something. So it's kind of scary. They could be planning something or trying to like really look into something or dig into something. But they feel like they can't really say anything about it. Or that what they say won't matter, like it won't get them their needs met, so they're going to hang on. They're not going to say anything yet. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups. They're going to try to offer you some kind of connection again, but it kind of seems like it's a new connection. So it's like maybe they're going to seem different than they were before. Maybe they're going to change something about themselves to seem like a new person. We see that they want to reach out. But they're holding off. See? Eight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. It's like they're working on something and they're holding off. Does he believe that she's pregnant or has a baby? And that she... What does he feel about that? Does he believe that? I think he's sad, or he's like, you know, feeling like you guys are still lovers, obviously, with the lovers here. And then the Nine of Swords is like he's feeling bad about himself and feeling like stressed on this. I don't really know if it's that he believes it or not, because either way he feels the same, you know. It might just be a little harder if he feels like there's another person involved, but in your life, but I mean, either way he still feels this way. You know, I don't know if he really feels this way because he doesn't believe it and thinks there's still a chance, or if he feels this way because he believes it and, you know, still thinks there's a chance, apparently. Still wants there to be a chance, you know? Feeling like he's not good enough for you, or like you're just not giving him the time of day, and like he's just worth nothing, basically. Not worth your time or something, which clearly he's not, according to you. Well, I mean, not to say that that's a bad thing if he's like doing these things. That's like, it's not worth your time, but I'm just saying that's how he's feeling about it. It's like low on himself, I guess, you know? Feels like you guys should be together, like you guys can be together still. Like it's meant to be together still. I would stay away from this person. It seems creepy now. It's like they're coming in unexpectedly, first of all. Knight of Swords. It's like out of the blue. Oh, hi, how are you? I didn't see you there. And then Ten of Swords. I feel like they're there to something, like, you know, like it's a betrayal, you know. There's something, like, I don't know if it's that they have a vengeance or if they have something that they want to get back at you for or something. But then we see the Six of Pentacles here makes me feel like it's like they're gonna come off as a person who's like trying to be helpful and just wants, you know, to help, but it's like unexpected betrayal on top of it. But they come across as like they're trying to just help you, which is creepy. So I would just stay away from that person. Especially if you already feel like they have tendencies like that, to do something weird like that. What does she need to know? What does she need to worry about? Does she need to worry about anything? What does she need to do? What does she need to... The Devil. Anything she needs to know about this person? Because you're not being with him. Because you're not choosing him. You won't give him the time of day, you know? Yeah, people are weird, you know? It's like there's no... You're like, what did I do to you? Like, you did this to me, you know? But everyone views things differently. He might feel like he had a reason to do it or it was justified, and then, like, I don't know that for sure. I'm just saying, like, with that kind of a situation, it's like he obviously doesn't think that, like, he doesn't think like that, obviously, you know, like he doesn't think like, I really have nothing to worry about because I cheated on her, you know, like I have nothing to be mad about. It's like, that's not really what he's thinking, probably, you know? Yeah, so he wants you for himself. You're like his property, right? Holding, like not letting go, like mine, you know? He has like an urge and a pull to you. It's not something that's fun. It's like, I'm not sitting here thinking he's having a good time feeling like this, you know? I would just say, like, don't really get too close, because he seems like he's like, the unexpected betrayal thing is the thing that kind of creeps me out, because he comes across like he's really just trying to help, and it's like not the case. He could feel like you fucked him over. Maybe that's what the Ten of Swords is too. Like, he feels like you kind of betrayed him, even though, like you said, he cheated on you. But I feel like he thinks you're kind of like his property, or like he deserves to have you. Like, deserves. Like, no one deserves to have anybody. That's like, it's a choice, like, yeah. Right. So, I mean, it's like, that hasn't changed. Those kinds of things don't really change, unless the person decides, like, I don't want you. Then it's like, you're good. That's the easiest thing. Even though that's hard, that's the easiest thing, because then they just leave you alone because they don't want you. Even though it's hard for you. But when they want you and they won't take no for an answer, that's worse. That's scary. Either way, it's controlling and scary anyway, There's a lot of built up tension here. I just think you need to, like, make distance and not worry about what he's thinking, or if he's feeling like anything towards you, because it's like, you know how he is, you know who he is and what kind of person he is, and it's just not a safe thing to be around. Like, it's not for your highest good. Oh, but why are you gonna... I feel like you're gonna actually reunite with this person, but you don't have to do that, I mean, you can if you want. I'm just saying, you've seen what's, you can see what is here. But obviously we have free will, so, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. It's just, probably not a good idea. Like, why would you do that, knowing what you know about the person? Knowing that it's not going to be for your highest good, because it's really for their highest good. They're going to make sure of that, They feel like they're justified, or like they're deserving of certain things that they're not deserving of, and then they don't feel the same way about what you deserve, That's good, yeah. Of course. Of course. I'm glad. Oh my god, it's freezing. Okay, Rebecca. So, first of all, we can see here that there is disappointment in this situation. Like somebody's dwelling on the past, somebody's dwelling on the negative, someone is dwelling on, things that are disappointing and letdowns. So, from the gate, this is at the bottom of the deck. So, from the gate, we can see that, somebody's coming into this with a feeling of negativity where it's kind of, it could lead, like your whole perception on the entire thing is like it's going to be a letdown. So, obviously, that's going to color the situation in a certain way with some negativity like already. So let's see what else here, and this could be how they're feeling as well. Okay, so their intentions you wanted to know, right, Martin? Okay, so giving you attention and getting attention, like showering each other with a lot of attention here. Praise, feels good to get that praise from a person, right? And then we have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. So it's something where they're probably going to offer you a connection here, but it's going to be something that like is very soon, like very fast, very early. So depending on what, their energy is, it could be something that they regret later, and it could be something that, maybe they're just like that. Maybe they're, they do things quickly like that and they're not going to regret it later, There is that disappointment there, though, with that Five of Cups. So I wonder if that's something that comes later, or if it's something that is already being brought to the situation. Like they think it will be a letdown, so it's going to be because they already believe it's going to be, or it's like it becomes a letdown because they did something too soon. So let's see. What else can we find out about this? Knight of Wands. Okay. Non-committal. So the person already has a negative outlook because they're not going to stick around very long, because they don't feel like it's going to last long, probably because it's not, because they don't last long in anything. They're non-committal here. A lot of non-committal energy. So it's not surprising really that they don't think it will last long, or they think it will be disappointing. Maybe they feel like you're the one who's non-committal, but I feel like it's them who's not really trying to be long-term with anything. It's very quick, it's very fast, it's very passionate, but then it's over, because they're on to the next thing kind of energy. So that is a letdown for you. That is disappointing. Like, I would just tread lightly with that person. Have fun, but try to get to know them first. Because when you do, you'll see that, there are patterns here, and maybe you won't get as hurt or something. Priya, this isn't yours yet here. That was Rebecca. Okay. No worries. No problem. You're welcome. So, okay. Let me post the G2. Okay, let me go ahead and shuffle for you. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the star. That represents, a good omen to the situation. Like, basically, have faith in it, good feelings, positive feelings. Keep the hope there. Basically, good things can happen from this. You might not be feeling like that, but it's a good idea to just keep believing that because it's true, apparently. Like, have hope with this. Also, that's the Aquarius card, if that means anything, if that can apply to you. If it doesn't, then it just means what I just said it means, about hope. And here, like, staying positive, is going to be helpful to the situation. But it looks like there's something that's unexpected that comes in, like with force too. Like, it's something you can't really prevent from happening because you don't see it coming. And then here, yeah, 10 of Wands. So it's a one-sided thing. It's like one person feels like they're doing most of the work or putting out most of the effort in this. And you guys could be working on something together. Like, it could be something where there's this new venture you're going into together. Like, it could be work-related, or it could have to do with, something to do with money or security or, stability in some way, like material items, like not emotions. But like the place you live, the car you drive, like just material things that you guys are, going in on together and working on together. Also, it's a young earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then this could be air energy, which would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 10 of Wands. Yeah, so check that I feel like it's, longer term. Like, it's not something that's just like quick because you guys are thinking about like your financial situation together. But it's something that like one person's doing most of the work, and that could wear on you guys after a while. Maybe it won't, but I mean, it seems like that makes sense, that it would. Maybe you guys can figure out how to make that work. Like, that's the thing about the 10 of Wands. It's like one person is doing most of the work, and you can feel that, like it's obvious. Like, this person's exhausted. So, yeah, try not to let that happen. That's all I could really say about that. But the star there kind of seems like you guys will be able to do something to make that kind of be resolved instead of becoming a major problem or a major issue in the relationship. Let's see what else. But that is something to watch out for. Because it's not really like it's saying, this person's like, it's okay, this is the rules that we've set. It's like overnight something switches and something changes, and one person's doing everything and the other person's doing nothing. And they feel like the other person's not putting out effort, So how is this going to affect the situation? Why are you bringing this to our attention? Oh, shit. Okay, so 2 aces here. That makes sense. So there's the opportunity to take action. There's the opportunity to have a clear conversation on what is expected from both of you. So maybe this causes, like, it seems like this doesn't cause any kind of rift in any sort of way. It causes a conversation, and it causes you guys to take action towards some kind of resolution here. The Ace of Swords is about like speaking what needs to be said, and then also being heard in a way that's clear, like not being ignored and not saying how you feel or what you think, So it's like, take action on this as soon as possible. There's going to be a perfect time and place for this to happen. And when you see that opportunity, you need to take it, because even though it looks like these hands here are offering you this, it looks like these hands are offering this. Like, here you go. It's a given, but it's not, it's like, here's the possibility for this to actually work for you, but you need to take action and put effort into this. So take action and then say what needs to be said, have this conversation, and, have your expectations, make them known and make them clear, because that's the only way to really resolve that, I feel like. But that's cool, because aces are good. Aces are good. That means there's opportunity for, this to actually be talked about and then be resolved. But it's not going to happen if you don't, take action on that. It's like, there's a reason that certain cards come out before the others, and that's because if you don't take action, then the conversation can't happen. If you don't initiate it, the conversation can't happen. So if you guys are both just in your heads and just expecting each other to like read each other's minds, not going to work. Not going to work very well. Okay. It seems like you guys will be able to like make something, like it won't ruin you though, with the star there. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Okay,